Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something different. I was just browsing through YouTube, deciding what I want to watch today and what I want to react today. I came across this channel. It's called the Asian Entertainment and Culture. And I've noticed that there are a number of videos on this channel that covers BTS. So that kind of like intrigued me a little bit. I have not watched any of the video from this channel, so I want to give it a shot. I found this video is called 10 Less Known but Important Facts About BTS Westerners and Baby ARMY Should Know. Now, I don't think I'm a Baby ARMY, but they might be things that I'm not aware of. So I'm kind of curious as to see what she, or I think it's a she because of the picture, it looks like a lady, what she's trying to tell us. Anyway, without further ado, let's go check it out.
This is for Baby ARMYs, Western media who can't be bothered to research about BTS, for anyone who is new to K-pop and BTS, especially those that didn't come from Asia.
Okay, so I'm not Baby ARMY, I'm not Western media, but I might research about BTS, but I might not dive deep myself. I tend to watch video here, watch video there to be educated about BTS. I do some of my research myself, but not that much. So there must be something I don't know. I'm not really new to K-pop since I discovered BTS years ago, and I'm definitely from Asia. So let's see, let's continue. And also let me turn on closed caption just to be safe. Okay, here we go.
Here are 10 things you should know about BTS.
Okay. Max Soul Asylum.
Number one, they don't just co-create their own music and their own art. They are actually the biggest contributors to each. There is so much emphasis given to their co-creators.
What with love? Okay.
Co-producers and co-writers. These collaborators deserve to be recognized. But there is a clear disparity on how co-creators of Western artists are given attention and how co-creators of BTS are.
BTS made their, okay. Secret Weapon. Wait, she's a backup singer. And she is also a songwriter with Boy With Love. Okay. I wonder, now I'm trying to be PC here, okay. I wonder this particular co-writer is being mentioned because she's a female. And I understand that how Western media tend to focus on the Western songwriters because that's the only thing they know, right? And they want to put emphasis on their own people, not on BTS. I don't want to sound negative, but I feel that they're using BTS as a platform to promote their own people. So that's the reason. But for most of us, I'm sure that this, now I understand why it says for Baby ARMY, because for seasoned ARMY, we know they write their songs. Sometimes they will use music or song from some other artists, but majority of the songs are written by themselves.
Highlighted. You don't really hear much about who co-created songs by Beyonce,
that's right,
or Rihanna, or even Eminem. But when it comes to BTS, they are always highlighted, especially if they come from the West.
That's right. Well, not that I follow entertainment news that much other than BTS stuff, but I do agree that we don't hear about, who co-write this song with Rihanna, who co-writes song with whoever, if they're a famous Western artist. But when it comes to BTS, I think maybe Blackpink too, right? I don't follow Blackpink either, but when it comes to BTS, it's always like, they don't talk about the song that they write themselves, but they always talk about the song that someone else co-write with them.
Many times,
discrimination.
their co-creators are written up as if they made a bigger contribution than they actually did. BTS, most often RM, actually talk about the process of how each song was created after they release an album. There, he talks about what the song is about, the intention of the song, production processes, and even the collaborators.
Yes.
를 빼고 한 80%에서 90% 정도 거의 대부분의 가사를 제가 쓰게.
If you are really interested in understanding BTS's songs and creative processes, hear it from BTS and not from anyone else.
Yeah.
Number 2, the Global Press Conference was an effort to focus on their music and creative processes.
And they don't have a lot of global press conference, right? I don't think they have many of those.
Since BTS is a boy band, their looks, dance moves, fashion, and overall physical and even sexual appeal, they are written up about so much.
That's another thing I don't understand about people the Western media are so obsessed about their sexual preference. Who cares about their sexual preference? They're artists, they're musicians, they're performers, they're artists, mainly. We don't care about their sexual preference. Do we ever talk about other people's, Western artists' sexual preference? Do we care about if Usher is a bi, or Harry Styles is gay or not, or whoever? We never talk about that. But when it comes to BTS, just because they look pretty, I guess, I don't know, because they're Asian, they're pretty, they might have the feminine outward image. But that's just how Asian culture, okay? It's like growing up from Asia, watching all this old historic drama, you will see we Asian, I'm trying to be PC here, but I'm just speaking from my personal experience or my personal point of view, we Asian tend to prefer guys who are clean cut. When they are starting to grow mustache, where they're like more muscular, I'm not saying 100%, but many times it gives out what they call, in Chinese we have a saying called 头脑简单四肢发达. That means the brain is simple but the bodies are well built. That means that you're simple minded, nothing up here, it just look good with muscular body. But of course it's not true across the board, but that's how, at least for me, that's how we were brought up. Like we like clean cut looking boys, okay? That's how it is. It's just in the culture. So, and we don't care about their sexual preference. Or is it sexual appeal? Maybe it's a sexual appeal. Oh, okay, my fault. They talk about sexual appeal, not sexual preference. So what with sexual appeal? They're attractive boys, Whatever. Let's continue. I digress.
Much. And then when they do US press junkets, they usually get asked the same questions over and over again. The other most popular ask the same questions over and over again.
Yeah, they keep asking them for their collaboration wish list. What about, they have no wish list, okay? People will be honored that they wanted to collaborate with them. They have no wish list. And look at their face, look at Joe. Oh, here we go again.
The other most popular topic about BTS is the devotion of their fandom called art.
Okay.
There is less emphasis on the creative processes, messages, and substance of their art.
In the interview, they always ask, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend? What do you think of your crazy fans? And who do you want to collab with?" It's like, who cares? Ask some more meaningful questions. I got a feeling that this channel, if I watch more of this channel's video, I might be worked out like those Spora City magazine videos. I'm starting to feel my blood boiling. Oh my god. I need to calm down.
Global press conferences, questions they choose are highly focused on their creative processes, inspirations, messages, substance, and overall artistic inquiries of their work. This gives BTS the opportunity to talk about their artistry, rather than things that are not directly connected to their music and their art.
그리고 저의 운명으로서 나아가겠다는 이고가
Yes.
그럴 때마다 이 내면의 그림자 점점 더 커지고 또 뭐랄까 우리들의 이야기라는 표현이 더 적합한 것
Individual
같아요.
stories, yes.
상황이니까 앞으로 이 여행에 대한
So again, if you want to understand BTS, watch their global press conferences.
Okay.
Number 3, they set directions and make the final decisions on their schedule. Many Korean management companies are criticized for overworking their artists, and many artists thought
The dark side of K-pop. Assault, prostitution. Really? Prostitutions? Are you sure it's true? Okay. I don't know. Maybe in the good old days, many years ago, I think there's something called the unspoken rules that you will need to please the sponsors so you can get famous. And that's not only in K-pop. It's in it's in the industry. Okay, if you're a young pretty girl, you want to be famous, you want to go move ahead, you have to please those people who are in control. And I think that happened. It might still happen. I don't know. But it's kind of I don't know.
about this. BTS makes the final
Okay. Now, no dating. I understand that because you want them to focus on their practices. And speaking from my own experience, I feel like having a boyfriend or having a girlfriend will take your mind away from what you're trying to accomplish. It happens, your girlfriend or your boyfriend takes time away from you. But when it comes to gym routines, okay, the K-pop idols, they are athletes, okay? They sing, they dance, they jump up and down at the same time. So they need to have the physical ability to do all that. So they are athletes. They have to train like athletes. So do we criticize the sports team that train their athletes for hours? Because that's their profession. And for the K-pop idols, that's their profession too now. If they are injured and they are not taken care of, that's a different story. But I think long hours of training to build up their stamina and to build up their ability to perform, that's just part of the job, okay? And but then again, I said that if they are injured during the training and they're not being taken care of, then that's a different story. Restrictive diet, okay, that's another thing. In my personal opinion, I'm just speaking up for myself, right? And I can say that I'm not always right. I might be totally wrong, but they are K-pop idols. That's their job. Their job is to perform, to look a certain way. I'm not endorsing the strict K-pop or Korean or Asian beauty standard. It's very stringent. Nobody looks good unless you're a paper thing. But that is just how it is over there. And if you are taking on this profession, you need to put up this front. And if you're required to maintain a particular image by restricting the food intake, that is just how it is. Now, another thing I want to say is that if the diet is unhealthy, that's a different story. It's one thing about restrictive diet versus unhealthy diet. So you have to make the differentiation. Restrictive diets might not be unhealthy. Okay, so this is very raw when we talk about restrictive diets. We just, whatever. Let's move on. I might get a lot of hate from this, but let's move on.
final decision in their schedule. They have repeatedly talked about their schedule and in the process made it clear they make the final decision.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, back to the diet, right? We all know, who are not baby army, we all know Jimmy went through a very restrictive and unhealthy diet, right? I think he only ate one meal for every 10 days. That's very restrictive, but it's very unhealthy. But we can have restrictive diet that are healthy. So there's a big difference. unhealthy diets versus restricted diets. It's a big difference.
It was their decision not to promote longer in music shows because they see no benefit and they could not sustain the kind of schedule they used to when they were rookies.
Yes.
They were also the ones who made the final decision to go on an extended break back in 2018, the year they were making waves in the US. It is an uncommon move and to many a fatal one as it could halt their momentum. However, they needed and
wait for
wanted
them
a break.
no matter how long.
They told their agency they were going on a break, and that is that.
Yes.
Number 4, they give their solo works for free.
Yeah,
BTS is known for always doing their work as a group, while members of other groups accept endorsements and other projects for individual members. BTS is famous for doing almost everything as a group. It doesn't mean, though, that they are not free to do solo work. In fact, all of them have released solo projects. They just don't make money from them, at least not directly. They give away their songs for free. That's why all their solo albums have been dubbed a mixtape.
Yes.
They do prepare each like a photo.
They spend the time, effort, and money on music videos, right? So it's like official album, just free, and we should be thankful being their fans.
Production. They have music videos, but they don't prepare or they don't promote in traditional media, and they don't do solo performances on TV shows. They've also given away personally curated gifts to ARMYs, personally handwritten notes, and other contents they created on their own volition to their fans. This includes YouTube videos, song covers, and others.
Yes.
Number 5, they are all successful individually, even when their works are actually not promoted. Each of them have released their own solo music, and each is successful.
Now, I would have to say that, to be fair, right, their individual solo are so successful even without proper promotion. It's also because they already built a fan base. If they are brand new, they might not be as successful. I'm not saying that they are not good. I'm just saying that they are benefiting from all this because because BTS as a whole already have a very strong fan base, and we are all OT7. I think at least majority of us are OT7, so we may have our biases maybe, but whenever any one of them come up with a new project, we support regardless.
Despite the lack of promotion outside of the music videos for the ones who have released actual mixtapes.
Suga's got a lot of achievements, yes. J-Hope. Yes. Oh. He did not mention. Well, she did not mention the concert Chicago, right? But maybe this was before the concert. This video. Okay.
Number 6, their biggest musical influences are Korean.
Yes.
They have been very open about Western artists that influence their music, but they are a minority compared to the Korean artists that influence them. Unfortunately, Western media would always just focus on their Western influences.
Yes. Especially the American songs, right? You know, oh, it's a Michael Jackson influence. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's Michael Jackson influence. Oh, yeah. It's just a few songs, okay.
But they are also influenced by many sounds and music from around the world, not just America. Still, their art is grounded on Korean culture and Korean sensibilities.
Yes.
Many of the elements of their music are strange to the West.
And many of the songs that you will not understand unless you're a Korean speaker. And therefore, there are a lot of explanation videos out there that we should watch to understand their music better.
Precisely because they are Korean. Despite Western media focusing on Western artists that they admire, their biggest influences are still Koreans. Number 7, they constantly defy commercial trends. Many Western critics call out K-pop for sounding the same. they probably haven't heard the full catalog of BTS. BTS constantly defy commercial
Every
trends.
kind of music.
They constantly come out with singles that are not mainstream sounding. From Blood, Sweat and Tears, to Fake Love, to Black Swan, to Super Tuna, and many, many others. If you really want to understand how prolific BTS's sound is, listen to their entire
catalog, yes.
Number 8. Although rapping is an important part of many of their songs, it is not their main genre.
Now, BTS, well, I've heard rap before. Never enjoyed rap until I heard BTS, so.
Neither is pop. They have grown and matured as artists. That meant broadening their sound, lyrics, message, ideas, and overall artistry. Many of their songs not only mash up genres, they combine different instruments and sounds and melodies and sensibilities from different cultures. This is the primary reason RM decided to drop Rap Monster. He didn't feel like it actually fully encompasses who he is as a musician.
So there are a lot of introduction videos out there, and I think maybe a few of them mentioned that RM does not stand for Rap Monster. Okay, it stands for Real Me. So I'm not talented enough to create introduction videos. So I'm hoping that later on, when people are starting to create, I'm hoping that when people create introduction videos, they will actually make it clear that yes, he debuted as Rap Monster, and now he's changed to RM, but it does not mean the initial of Rap Monster is Real Me. People still don't understand that.
Number 9, they have actual creative and business control over their own brand and catalog. In the US, artists would have different partnerships with different companies. Each company specializes in certain aspects of the business: licensing, distribution, live show, endorsement deals, and others. In Asia, management companies control every aspect that comes out of their artist's brand. But Big Hit and BTS take this to another level. They also actually co-create products and projects based on their brand. BT21, Universe Story is an example. They created the characters, the character outline, the narrative of each story, and they have done this with many other products that came out of their catalog or their own brand. Number 10, ARMY's devotion to them is not one way. They are just as devoted to ARMYs. There are a lot of idols and artists who always say that they love their fans. But BTS,
everybody can do lip service, okay?
Don't just say it, they actually show it. And no, it's not just by delivering the best music videos or coming up with the best songs. They actually go the extra mile. Just like friends or family, they show this by using different love languages: quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, and gifts. Even when they're supposed to be resting, or even when they are in the middle of a tour or preparing for a concert or an album, they go online to talk to their fans. Take note, talk, not just post photos or videos. They reply to posts of ARMYs. They respond to questions, ask questions in return, and actually wait for an answer. They choose to go online to celebrate victories instead of attending parties. They actually look at the artistic work of ARMYs and comment on them. They listen to songs ARMYs create. They read about what ARMYs do at school, listen to their struggles, family, friends, and they provide advice if asked. They validate their feelings and make ARMYs feel they listen to as many ARMYs as they can. And yes, they actually do perform acts of service. And no, this is not just fan service or they do things just because fans like it. They actually go out of their way to try and accommodate requests of ARMYs. This could mean posting videos about things ARMY wants to see, covering songs they requested, dressing up in clothes ARMYs requested, and others.
Yes.
They give gifts, first in the form of music and other art, and they also created a global art show that was displayed for free. They create songs and give it away for free. They also give material gifts. Suga used to give armies to attend their fan events during his birthday. When the
Yes,
fandom
I remember
became
he
too big,
write little
he
notes.
just donated charity in the name of armies. No one has come close to the way BTS has manifested their love to armies. They don't just say it, and they don't stop by providing quality music. They go beyond those. Yes, artists have no obligation to do all these things for their fans. Absolutely none. And that is precisely why you know their love for their fans is true. They don't have to do it.
Yes.
And yet they
they
willingly
do it.
do.
Yes.
Over and over and over again.
Oh, okay. So I think that's it. So again, I think that was it. Also, the 10 things, the 10 less known things for Western medias or Baby Army. So I think I know all of them except for that the agency thing. And it's interesting video. I got worked up a little bit, not as bad as when I watched the Bora City magazine videos, but I'm not sure if I will be as calm if I watch her other videos. So I might explore her channel a bit more, maybe watch a few videos offline to decide whether I want to continue watching or reacting to her videos online. So stay tuned. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.